now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, this stick.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Jaylen Warren. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Steelers and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
At the confluence of the three rivers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Taking a peek at the rushing numbers for Spiller in last week's game. 22 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
The Chargers now at 2-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable here for Davis. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Shifts by him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Pickett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Pickens going in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Pickett. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Pickett right back to the air again. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaylen Warren. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Steps away. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its 1st sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pickett back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The 20, 10, 5, and did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Hands this to Spiller to start things. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, complete to Spiller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A handoff for Warren. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Off play action. Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Now he's free at the 35. George Pickens. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. LA set to take over again on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete to Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught, and so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah Spiller punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. But George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
There he goes, left side. He's still on his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chargers getting set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That is caught, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll roll him out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! From 3 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Steelers 22.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, complete to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
3rd and long for Pickett. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too. They run behind center with Spiller. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably